The conditioned response is probability the simplest form of learned behavior. It is a response that, as a result of experience, comes to be caused by a stimulus different form from the one that originally triggered it. Habituation is a reduction in a previously displayed response when no reward or punishment follows. For example, if you make an unusual sound in the presence of the family dog, it will respond usually by turning its head towards the sound. If the stimulus is given repeatedly and nothing either pleasant or unpleasant happens to the dog, it will soon cease to respond.
Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement occurs when the likelihood of a certain behavior increases as a result of the presentation of something pleasant after the behavior. A learned behavior is behavior that was observed by an individual that they find it to be beneficial to them in some way. There's a motivating factor behind it. Also, it can be conditioned. The learned behavior is a conditioned response to stimuli through either voluntary or involuntary intent. A learned behavior is some type of action or reflex that you learn. For example, tying your shoes is a learned behavior, but crying is not. A learned behavior is one that you decide to learn, unlike innate behavior. This is not a natural behavior. Instead, it is learned by that being. You can learn behaviors by watching others do them, such as riding a bike or learning to write. Operant conditioning is the term used by B.F. Skinner to describe the effects of the consequences of a particular behavior on the future occurrence of that behavior. There are 4 types of operant conditioning: positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, punishment, and extinction. Both positive and negative reinforcement strengthen behavior, while both punishment and extinction weaken behavior. In positive reinforcement, a particular behavior is strengthened by the consequence of experiencing a positive condition. For example, a hungry rat passes the bar in its cage and receives food. The food is the positive condition for the hungry rat. The rat presses the bar again and again receives food. The rat's behavior of pressing the bar is strengthened by the consequence of receiving food.
Will this be making too much noise?
Up next, videos on operant learning and insight.